Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a new episode of Transport Fever, looking at the southern part of our map. And I'm doing that because my intention is to actually start working at the new routes again after having upgraded stuff for so long. My plan is this is actually the final lap, so I have to go to the north again. My plan is to ship oil from this well to this station, and I'm already having a lot of oil here, but that's reserved for another train, so I have to take a look about what's happening. When that's done, we're going to ship well, actually train the oil, transport it by railroads along this way to this spot, and we're going to drop it off over here. I've got more ports available, so that's not a problem. When my boat picks it up, it's going to be transported south through the canal we dug a long time ago and transported to this port, from which I have to bring up the overlayer to St. Anne, and St. Anne will actually be the end of the line, or the start of the line, depending on how you look at it. So I will probably start the station somewhere around here, which also means I have to take a look at how things are going, because I do have a bus station over here. I think I created a problem for myself, but we'll see. Because if I build a station, let's remove this and set up a terminal station, and let's see what happens, because I'm afraid that if I build a terminal station here, no, it won't. Okay, so I can actually set up the terminal here and have a combination up there somewhere using long train, high speed, catenary. And I will probably need a couple of things. Something like this, I'm able to transport the goods from here to here, serve both industry and residential area. So that's going to be the plan. And I'll keep this on for a bit. We travel south and use a train to transport the oil from St. Anne to Hallam, where it's unloaded, take it to the refinery, to the fuel refinery, then back to St. Anne, unloaded, back on the boat, unloaded, back to Hans, where it's eventually being transported to Den Haag, where the fuel is unloaded and used to serve the city. That's the plan. We have 346 million. So I will actually start by setting that part up. We have a route running here with the oil well. Yeah, the oil well is doing pretty well. the refinery can use a lot more. Which one is crude to fuel is actually needing more transportation. The feeder is doing fine. Let's see, because there's something 38 loading, 2 fuel, 4 fuel, and 5 oil. Okay. And 120 seconds. I'm going to add another vehicle. Seconds. I think that's going to be better. For the time being, I don't have much to look at anyway. So we're going to let that go. Time to build station. Like I said, the terminal here won't be too much of a problem. No bus lane, no tram track, no ownership. Later I will transport more items, so for the time being I'm going with 2 platforms. The train, cargo train, which will become free the moment I add other ones. Let's build some extra tracks here, simply to make it easier later to add tracks. I only need one. I'm not building another one if I only need one cargo track. One passenger track, because there's only one train entering and leaving. do you mean you're not paying attention? Paying attention. Let's set up a very modern looking train station. Capacity for 200 and another one for the 150. For cargo buildings, it's going to be tricky because of the collision. But I should be able. No, I'm not. That's not funny. Okay, I have to check because usually things change. First part done. Next, buildings. Let's start with cargo. Truck station. That's going to be tricky too. No tram tracks. No, it's not going to be tricky. If I do it like this, I have space left for the other cargo tracks. As well set up waypoints here. Because I will need them anyway. Buildings. Passenger. My big question is, I do have that station over there. So I can actually set up a small one. But the thing is, no, I'm going to set up a big one. Just have to figure out how. And I have to figure out if I will replace part of my tram route and the bus route to visit this. If I move everything there, 2 platforms won't be doing. But what I can do, probably going to do is remove the tram line this here. Then okay, and the bus are still doing this one. That's actually, yeah. This is bus station. Can't name it P&R. Exchange is not really a name I prefer to use. Oh, wait, I could have done that. Never mind. Electric tram. Upgrade. I need to pause some things because first thing I need to do is rework this line. Because it's not visiting. Waypoint 1 is okay. This one needs to be removed. Needs to be removed. What if I let it make a turn? So here, this way. Going down. Yeah. Buildings. Passenger. So next stop is going to be here. This part is actually connected already with him. This direction over there. Then heading back. Station. Going up that station. That's going to be it. waypoint. After the waypoint, that station. After that station, him. Heading out, going back. There. That one being removed. That one being removed. That one remains. And it ends. New station. Now let's see. Done. That means we can remove tram tracks up there. Or not, because I don't have access to. Otherwise I don't have access to my tracks anymore. Bus is still doing its regular one. Over time, I may actually have to add another bus route now. Looking at things, because the city is growing and it will probably grow even faster as soon as I start supplying all these goods here. We'll see about that later. For the time being, it's okay. So that's done. Okay, that's part one. Part two, up here. And this is going to be a little bit more tricky because of the stations. Cargo goes on top. Passenger goes to the bottom. So that means that I should place a station close to the commercial area, which is actually not what I want to. Cargo on top, passenger bottom. So I need to end up here at the top area. I also made another error. If I want to go circular, I need two passenger platforms instead of one. Which means I have to edit and seeing the time, I don't even think and I remembered something else, but I don't think I'm even able to run this whole line I have set up, the one I have in mind actually, by the time my usual recording is done. And last thing I want to do is do another 2.5, 3 hour episode like I've been doing a lot lately. But we'll see. There are a few things we can actually do here. Curved roads are so more European as the American ones. The straight roads is really, in my opinion anyway, American. Do I have tram tracks here with power? Apparently, otherwise I wouldn't have that. Anyway, it's connected, so that works. And that works. Just need to follow a tram now. This one works too, so there's no need to follow him. We can keep an eye on him for the time being. Like the reason why I said I need two platforms, if I want to do a circular route, Dutch way, Sint Anne, Hollem, Drils, Warkum, then going up Mantrum and eventually Tierk. That means the train is doing a circle clockwise and counterclockwise. It also means that at some point from this I need to make a turn and enter here. So I have two train routes and not one, two platforms. The thing is, and that's one of the few disadvantages this game has, but the thing is, if I want to do multiple platforms, two platforms with double track, I can't place a building next to the track, so I have to build a platform first. Of course, if I'm actually using my brains, then I could do this to have that module removed and only have a very short platform over there. I also need to configure something else, being an underpass. Otherwise my passengers have to cross tracks to get. There's no need for more underpasses. And I can do the fancy up there and the normal ones over here. I should even be able to combine it. Ooh, that's cool. Let's do that. Remove number 2, remove number, yeah. Skip 1, build one. Look at this. Yeah, this looks terrible at that point. No, it doesn't. It's actually connecting. So should I connect those two? And only do maybe I should. Yeah, let's do it like this. No, and side. No, I only can do side entrance here. I don't want that yet. No more passenger building, no more cargo, miscellaneous. Everything's done. So like this. Yeah, I kind of like it. So that part's covered. The only trick I will run into later is this one. Cargo on top. So cargo is over there. No, because I will round. Cargo top, cargo top, cargo on the top. Then it's going to turn around and the cargo ends up at the bottom and at the bottom. Hmm, that's going to be tricky. Cargo on top. And if I switch to passenger on top, and I'm getting the problems over here. Passenger at the bottom. Turn. Passenger at the bottom, it can end up here. Passenger at the bottom, it can end up here. Otherwise, the passenger is always. No, I think I stick to what I did. So cargo on the left when facing cargo over here, passenger over there. The symbols are wrong in that matter, but never mind that. So cargo up here. Passenger at the bottom side. Because if I start switching the. Just let me have a drink for a moment. Right. If I switch everything, I keep switching it, but the problem with the switching is that my trains will have to wait for one another. So my cargo trains will have to wait for the passenger and the other way around, which also means that at some point I will get delays simply because the train is waiting for a clear track. If I stick to what I have over here, the most useful thing is, yes, I will have problems with some cities, But up here, it's going to be work better. Because at some cities, like this one, I actually have to build my cargo area on the top side of the city, while my passengers unload here, while my industry is here. So I will need an extra train. Still, I think this is the best option. I need 2 platforms. I think this is going too far, so wrong button. One of the things I've learned, should I do Amtrak? No, is that the very big roads are actually causing a problem. So I won't do that anymore. I will upgrade some roads at some point. Let's start with a bus station only. Waypoints, because I will need those buildings, passengers. Station. So one is going clockwise, always after the crossing, which in this case, yep, this way. Here comes the tricky part, because I need to serve the entire residential area. Let's see, this one packs first part. So if I place it down here, have it go down. Does that even serve the outer part? Yes, but I'm still going to add and off to, yep. The other one is starting here, turning. Okay, so that's done. Um, let's set that entire line up right away. Otherwise, I may forget. Let's do, okay. So far, so good. Down, in there, over there. Um, did I make a mistake or? Did I set up a route and already forgot what I had in mind? This is fine. Maybe I should. No, it can't. Because if I pick this one, yep, that's what I want. Clockwise. Okay, that's one. I need to keep this one on for a moment. Next, new line. Got another ugly color. That's not what I had in mind. So it needs another waypoint. That's what I had in mind. So those two are added. As a matter of fact, let's see, this is cargo area, buildings, terminals, road. Funny that road depots don't. I already have a road depot. That they don't change shape. No matter what we do, they won't change shape. Should I add? No, I'm going to work with the tracks first. Actually, platform. I don't think I will be needing double tracks here because I'm in general not going to use that this track for passenger trains anyway. That's also one platform too many. I'm not even going to use a bypass. As a matter of fact, no, I am going to use a bypass. Right. Which means double tracks anyway, but I'm going to put the bypass in the center this time. So I might as well use these as bypass. Reason I'm doing the bypass in the center is that with all the constructions I've done of stations, I simply find it the best solution out of every possible solutions. Main reason I can actually connect bypass tracks as main tracks. And with that I mean like this. These are my bypass tracks. Question is the top or the bottom one? It's the top one. Perhaps it's better to make that connection. Bottom one to here, split off twice. Yep. Like this. Bypass tracks will become the main tracks for not all of my train, because eventually I will end up with 4 tracks anyway. But one bypass track will be a main passenger track. The other bypass track will become the main cargo track. Which in this case means that this is going to be the main track. These two. The tricky part, I need to make sure that, no, the other way. When I want to split off my tracks, I still have room left. And by placing the switch this close to the crossing, I can't do that over here. Streets, country roads, 80 kilometers an hour, upgrade. Done. So that part has upgraded. At least I don't have to worry about signals right now. At some point I will need to switch off a branch to that one. Main thing, however, is the oil. I think that's not going to be a very expensive train route. So, Which brings me to the next thing. Wouldn't be it a better solution to use a road between those two instead? Certainly would be a cheaper solution. I got one track. I've got trucks which are able to do over 80 kilometers an hour. A train can load more, that's for sure, but transporting goods by truck from this to this, then by train, then another truck from the train station to the refinery, to the other refinery, back. Well, I can do actually one run. Yep. So the train is set up, that's for sure. Let's place some signals. Do I have everything set up? No, not really. Mm. Let's finish the train station first. I need to bring 4 items. So that means 4 platforms, which means more tracks, 2 platforms, that's 3. And we can actually add number 4 as well. Now, the question remains right now. Able to set up a cargo building in the end. I don't think so. Not over there. I am. Okay, so that problem isn't there. Good. So that part is non-existent, no problem. I will concentrate on the railroad tracks later because there's a few things I need to do. And right now, the most important one, for me anyway, is to configure this station to deal with cargo. The feeder. I need to add waypoints. Feeder coming in this way, leaving. Yep, that works fine. Except for this turn, but it works fine. They have to go the other way around, so I need another waypoint. Solved. I could, in general, already set up the other route, but I want to upgrade some things. First, particular this part. Funny, construction not possible. At that point, I split things and construction is perfectly possible. Now I'm going to set up the new line right away. Once again, let's go for green. That's the oil well. I don't need that. I need a refinery. And I probably need to change this because I need another platform over here right now. From the refinery to the fuel refinery, which may also need another platform. No, it doesn't, but it needs a waypoint. And I need to upgrade the roads. That can't be done. And that can't be done. In that case, this one is useless too. I have to rework some of my routes now, but never mind. Refinery at the station. That way. And from here, it basically needs to go back. Without driving over any cargo station. So that works. That's no problem anymore. This works. Cargo. Pick up crude oil, refinery oil, and fuel refinery, obviously fuel. So that works. And it's quite often able to drive at 100 kilometers an hour. I'm thinking, what if yeah, I was okay, that works, but it doesn't show it here. But it's still got it listed, so that's working fine. That also means configure cargo. No, I can't. Still. I need to remove. This is working as intended. Now let's rename it. Let me think. For now. So that one works, but I need to adjust the other lines, I'm afraid. Yep, manage oil well station at that one. Done. That works. And we have a yellow one. Which works almost. need to remove that one and drop it off at this spot. And still doing what I don't want it to do. Oh, I already know why. It's because of the turn it has to take. In that case, never mind. So this part is actually working. This part is working. That means my next part, new line, port, and port. Done. What kind of trucks am I using? Big ones, but big ones can't transport oil. I need to put another cargo platform here. That's number one. And I need to platform 2 is still free. Platform 3 is also free, so that's not a problem. But I do thing is, if I build this, I won't be able to add another platform. Never mind. Next routes. Next routes, sorry. Truck station to truck station. Do I have a waypoint? Yes, I do. Just can't use it, I think. I need a waypoint from the other side. Oh, wait, up here. That's the wrong location. Waypoints. Transport from here. Yep, that works. Works as intended. Works as intended. Next. It's actually going to be two things. First of all, let's build a cargo area. No tram. Don't think it matters much which platform I remove, because eventually I will have access at both sides anyway. And probably have to set up some checkpoints. That looks nicely. New line. See? Waypoints. That one. This is actually the easy part. Complicated parts is going to happen here. Platform 3 is still not used. That one. Terminal 3. And as expected. Oh, that's because of the single track. Yeah. So if I replace, and that's not possible anymore. Hey, because I don't want them to do a full circle. If I have to do a circle, I might as well have it 7, 6, Move to 5 because it's dropping off, but we already have that much oil. What's happening? It's platform 5, 6, 7 is only drop off. 1 is only a drop off, I think. Pick up steel. Tool factory drop off. Okay. Pick up steel. Tool factory. Only picking up steel. Steel tools. It's blue on platform 2. Only picking up steel. And it's empty most of the time. So I will move that one to terminal 1, terminal 2. And now it looks better. Excellent. That part is done too. Leaves me with only one thing to do. Load everything but load crude, then add, unload. Question is, why do I have this ugly color again? Let's go full black. There. Nicely split up along the cargo. Taking the bypass, and I need to upgrade this station. It's actually, no, it's taking the right bypass, except it should have taken center track, and it only does over there. Train. signals, waypoints. Manage line. Dynam. Add station. And where's my waypoint? There it is. That's better. Okay. Switching onto the bypass track. Hey. Heading out. And it should return to its own tracks at some point. Switch here. Okay. Running over the right tracks. Question is, which were cargo tracks? These. Now it's passing the right bypass tracks. Why is it that when I want to check on trains, bypass tracks, that's why I want the bypass tracks down in the center of the whole thing, because it's messing so many things up if I don't. As a matter of fact, these are the wrong bypass tracks. These are the ones I need. This one. Using the right bypass, okay. Using the right bypass. Sticking on the right side, horns. Okay, that's okay. Next part. Using the right bypass. Sticking to the wrong side. No, not because we have a bypass here. So this is fine. At this point, it should move to the right tracks up here. Let's see, cargo, terminals. Platform 1 is free, 3 is free. And it makes the whole experience so much more smooth. What happens if I drop it off at platform 3? It's actually looking somewhat better. It's actually using the bypass tracks the way they are intended. And it's, yep. So, this would, it's gonna be, let's see. That. And with that, I will actually finish for today because I said I didn't want to do a 2 hour session. It's an hour 41 right now. So for today, I think it's enough for today. Next week, I'm going to add, or maybe I'm going to do that in offline mode, the various vehicles we have for these lines. Yes, I can do that in offline mode actually. I will add all the vehicles needed for this line and at least one of them, of each. And next week we will start running all the trains and see how things are going. And the trucks and the ships. So thanks for watching. I do hope you've been enjoying it. It's always fun for me anyways to set up a new line. And when everything is running, we will start concentrating on all of this a lot more because there's a whole big area still needing to be developed we're going to ship a lot of oil to the one, maybe two, well, at least one refinery we have. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you next week. Have a good week. Goodbye.